Every year, over 1 billion people voluntarily stop eating and drinking for 12 to 18 hours a day, month after month. They wake before dawn, eat a modest meal, then fast until the sun disappears again. Most do it for faith, but what happens inside their bodies during those hours is turning heads in laboratories worldwide. Ramadan fasting is not calorie restriction for vanity. It's one of the oldest, most widespread forms of time-restricted eating humans have ever practiced. And the accumulating evidence suggests it may quietly deliver some of the most consistent health upgrades available to modern life. When food stops arriving for half the day, insulin drops sharply and stays low for hours. Fat cells open their gates and release stored energy. Several clinical studies tracking Ramadan observers show average weight loss of 1 to 3 kilograms across the month, mostly from fat rather than muscle, even when total calories over 24 hours remain similar or only slightly lower. Blood pressure often falls 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury systolic. Triglycerides and LDL cholesterol frequently improve, while HDL tends to rise. The pattern matches what researchers now call early time-restricted feeding, eating within an 8 to 10-hour window, one of the few dietary interventions repeatedly linked to better metabolic markers in both overweight and normal weight adults. Around 12 to 16 hours without food, a deeper change begins. Cells activate autophagy, a literal self-eating process that identifies broken proteins, damaged mitochondria, and other cellular junk, then dismantles and recycles them. This housekeeping appears to slow age-related decline in animal models and is now being studied in humans during Ramadan-style fasting. Inflammation markers such as CRP and IL-6 often drop noticeably by the 3rd or 4th week. Oxidative stress indicators decrease in multiple small human trials. Scientists believe repeated cycles of this cellular cleanup may help explain why some long-term observers report feeling lighter and more resilient year after year. Fasting triggers a rise in brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein that acts like fertilizer for neurons. Higher BDNF is associated with improved learning, memory, and resistance to stress. Ramadan participants in sleep and mood studies frequently show better scores on attention tests and lower anxiety ratings by the end of the month, despite shorter total sleep time in many cases. Ketone bodies produced during fat burning also cross the blood-brain barrier and appear to provide cleaner fuel for brain cells than glucose alone. The result for many people: fewer energy crashes, less brain fog, and a surprising sense of mental clarity that often surprises even those who expected only spiritual benefits. Ramadan ends, feasts begin. Yet the most interesting changes often linger. Follow-up studies find that many participants peep earlier breakfasts or shorter eating windows long after the month is over. Others report easier weight maintenance and fewer cravings in the following year. The practice teaches the body metabolic flexibility, the ability to switch smoothly between burning sugar and burning fat, a skill increasingly linked to lower chronic disease risk. In an age of constant grazing and ultra-processed food, Ramadan offers 30 days of structured contrast. It is not magic. It is biology meeting discipline. And for millions, year after year, that meeting produces measurable, sometimes life-changing returns.